Love is the only thing that grows when it's shared. Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. Imagine if the true secret of life were shared through something as simple and powerful as love. Think. What if it were you, the person who needs to understand that by sharing love, it multiplies, expands, takes forms you could never imagine? How would your life be if you started giving love without the fear of losing it? Love is the only thing that grows when it's shared. Have you ever stopped to think about the real impact of these words? Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, in all his wisdom, reveals something surprising. Contrary to what many believe, love does not diminish when shared. It blossoms, it strengthens. This isn't just a beautiful idea. It's a truth that can transform your life and your perspective on the world. The incredible secret. How love grows when it's shared. It was an ordinary morning, but something was about to change in Clara's life. Sitting on her porch, she gazed at the sunrise with heavy thoughts. She had always believed that love was given in small doses and that the more you gave, the less there was left for yourself. However, that day would be different. Clara was about to embark on a journey that would lead her to discover something that would change her perspective on love and her own life. What she didn't know was that by learning this secret, she would not only transform her life but also the lives of those around her. Clara was 32 years old and a successful woman. She worked as a marketing manager, had a promising career, a loving husband, and what seemed like a stable life. However, despite having everything that many would consider ideal, she felt an emptiness that nothing seemed to fill. Her days were full of tasks and responsibilities, but her connection with her husband, Raphael, seemed to be cooling. The feeling of being trapped in a routine without excitement grew every day, and she didn't know how to escape this spiral. She tried, unsuccessfully, to find meaning in material things or professional accomplishments, but nothing seemed to heal the emptiness in her chest. One day, while going through some old boxes in the attic, Clara found a diary belonging to her grandmother, a woman with whom she had always had a distant relationship. The diary was full of life notes, but one phrase in particular caught her attention. Love, when given without fear, never fades. It grows, multiplies, and transforms everything around it. Those words, written long ago, seemed so simple yet so powerful. Clara became obsessed with this idea, and it began to echo in her mind, challenging everything she had believed about love. Over the next few days, Clara decided to put into practice what she had read. She started dedicating more of herself to her husband, expecting nothing in return. Instead of demanding attention or recognition, she gave herself to love unconditionally. At the same time, she began extending that love to her friends and co-workers. To her surprise, things started to change. Raphael, who had always been loving, began opening up more, and their connection unexpectedly grew stronger. She reconnected with her sister Julia, a relationship that had always been distant. By starting to give more of herself, Clara realized that, far from losing, she was gaining more. Love did not drain her. It made her feel more alive. But all of this was about to be put to the test. Clara's work was facing financial difficulties, and she found herself in a position where tough decisions had to be made. She was responsible for saving the company, but she also knew that following the path she believed was right could risk her career. The dilemma consumed her. Should she follow her principles or yield to external pressure? Meanwhile, in her personal life, Clara's husband received a job offer in another city. The decision to accept or decline the offer would separate them, placing her at a crossroads. She knew she couldn't lose what she was learning, but could her personal and professional life coexist with this new understanding of love? The tension grew as Clara tried to balance her responsibilities. Raphael, on the one hand, wanted her to make a more rational decision about the future of the company, while she was consumed by the belief that love should be the foundation of her choices. She didn't want to give up her career or her life with him, but what would love require from her? A decision that would change everything was before Clara, and she knew that any choice could affect everyone around her. Then, Clara made a bold choice. She decided to support Raphael in his move, but she would not abandon her convictions. She then made the decision to apply her philosophy of love to her professional life as well. She began getting closer to her colleagues, offering support and sharing her ideas genuinely. To her surprise, the company was saved, and her work was more valued than she had imagined. But more importantly, Clara realized that by sharing her love and energy with others, she had created a true network of support and solidarity. Clara came to the conclusion that love, when given without fear, truly does not fade. On the contrary, it grows, multiplies, and creates a current of positive energy that can transform lives. She discovered that she did not need to give up who she was or what she loved to live a full and meaningful life. On the contrary, the more she gave herself to love, the more her life expanded in surprising ways. Today, Clara looks at her life with gratitude. She knows that the key to true happiness is not in seeking more, but in giving more. In sharing, in giving, in not being afraid to spread what you have, because it is in this act that love multiplies and transforms everything around you. And what about you? What would you do if you knew that love is the most powerful force to change your life and everyone around you? Have you ever thought about how love can transform your life and the people around you? If you believe that the power of sharing love can truly change everything, subscribe to the channel, like, and share the story with someone who needs to hear this message. Let's spread the love.